Hello everyone, welcome back. Are we on part 19 now? I hope so, because I keep saying which number we're on, and if I'm wrong, then that's bad. Come here dude. Yes. Oh! Okay. So here we have Hagure Yosei wo tsukamaeta, so you kind of grasped or captured a stray fairy. I think the Great Fairy explained this, didn't she? Hagure, hagureru, and all that. Yosei just meaning fairy. Kore de, like with this, or via this, or having done this. Ichi nin me is not right, is it? Is it hitori me? Could be hitori me. Yeah, it could be hitori me. Or ichinin me, I'm not sure. But basically what you do is if you have me after the number and the counter, it's like it's ordinal numbers. So this doesn't mean with this one person. It means with this, it's like your first one. So that's what me kind of does. It just makes it ordinal. I think that's the right word, isn't it, in English? Ordinal. Rather than an amount. I'm pretty gutted I fell down. Should have just used the Great Fairy Mask. Ooh, put it on there. Okay. Damn it. You doing, dude? Come on. Obviously, I guess that's futari me. Or nin me. Not too sure. Ooh. Kusai. Kono nioi. Doku no numa to onaji nioi ga suru wa. Butchered that as well. But this is just a noise. And then kusai means like stinky, basically. Kusai. Yeah, it just means stinky or that stinks. Obviously it's an adjective. And then kono nioi. Nioi is a smell. Or a scent, or whatever you want to say, a smell. So this smell, doku no numa, poison swamp, to onaji, the same with the poison swamp, or the same as the poison swamp. And then nioi ga suru. So the same smell as the poison swamp surus, which means like happens, or is occurring, or... Yeah, I think in that case it just means that, yeah, the smell is happening, or it gives off the same smell as the poison swamp. So, oh, wrong button. Pressed F2 to pause the emulator instead. How do I do this game? Forgotten how to do it. So used to the randomizer. Going the wrong way around the temple. That works. So we got Sanin Me in that one. Sanin Me. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we go over here, don't we? Of course. There's a fairy in here. So that'll be Yonin Me. That one. Which is kind of funny in a way, because... You know, the number is yon, so you'd think it would be yon nin me, but you cut off the n off of the yon, so it becomes yo nin rather than yon nin me. Just you know, just to make it easier to say, I think, and stuff. Same with 4 o'clock. Actually, it's not yonji, it's yoji. Here we have, yeah, chisana kagi wo mitsuketa. So you found a small key. Don't know if we've said about this before, but chisai is both an e adjective and a na adjective. So you could have probably said chisai kagi, but they've opted to use the na form, chisana kagi. No difference, I don't think. There might be a slight nuance difference, but yeah, not significant. Kagi tsuki doa o hiraku kagi. So it's a key that opens a door that kagi tsuki. Kagi tsuki obviously means like that a key is attached to, or you know, that's a bit literal. I wonder if kagi also means lock. Yeah, it also means lock. So a door to which like a lock is applied, or a lock is, you know, attached. Kagitsuki doa o hiraku kagi. It's a key that opens a door to which a lock is attached. Koko de shika tsukaenai. So that's potential form of tsukau, meaning to use. So other than this place, it cannot be used. So what's going on? So it can only be used in this place. Other than this place, it cannot be used. Yeah. Cool. Might as well get the map. Could use bombs. Save time in a way. I feel kind of bad for him, you know. They're so helpless, just waiting to get killed. Ooh, excuse me. Dungeon map o mitsuketa. So you found the dungeon map, pretty much written in English. Item mode ni kirikaete mappu gamen wo mite miyou. Item mode ni kirikaete. Kirikaeru means to like transfer between something. Between two things. So item mode, I guess, just means pause. Item mode is the pause menu, I guess is what they mean. So to item mode transfer, and then mappu gamen, the map screen, mite miyou, try looking at the map screen, or let's try looking at the map screen, or endeavor to look at the map screen, or, you know, something like that. Aoi heya wa itta basho. So blue rooms are places to which you've been, places to which you went. Tenmetsu suru no wa genzaichi. So tenmetsu, that is right, isn't it? Tenmetsu means to flash. Ten is like a dot, and metsu actually means to like annihilate. Destroy, perish, ruin, overthrow. So I suppose you could kind of see it as a point that gets annihilated repeatedly, maybe. Like it gets annihilated, it comes back, it gets annihilated. So in that sense, it means it flashes. But that might be a bit literal. Basically, tenmetsu just means to flash. And then we've got this no wa grammar structure again. So it just means the flashing. Basically, the flashing is the genzaichi, or the current place, the current location. And then 3D stick 上下で so via up and down on the 3D stick フロアを選ぶ floor meaning floor, that's just English. 選ぶ meaning to select or to choose. And there wasn't, oh no, there was a verb, of course there was, yeah, 選ぶ. Let's see. So I'm supposed to go around the long way now then, aren't I? Oh. Probably could have bubbled that hive with the fairy in it, but I didn't. これくらいの重さなら軽いもんでしょう. So nara, again, we've got like if, kind of, if it is this approximate weight, or I suppose implied is like things, if, like things, which is kind of implied, if objects are approximately this weight, karui mon. Karui means light, in the sense of, you know, weight. So light, and then I think mon is just a shortened version of mono, which means object, right? So it is a light object, right? Or it is light, isn't it? Kind of thing. ぼーっとしてないで絵で掴んで 3D スティックで腰を使う. Okay. So ぼーっとしてないで, I think she sort of said that to us before, hasn't she? When she needed our help at the start of the game. I think it kind of means like don't daydream, basically, or don't be in a state of daydreaming. ぼー Oh, it's not even chisai tsud, so it's just boto. Boto shite naide. Boto shite inaide. So don't be in a state of, you know, like daydreaming or being slow or, you know, sort of lazing around, I guess. Like don't just sit there kind of vibe, I think. Eide skande. Skamu is to grasp something. So using a, grasp it, and then it's just te form so that the sentence can continue on afterwards. 3D stick de, using the 3D stick, use your hips or use your back or use your, you know, kind of like put your back into it, I suppose, is quite a good non-literal translation of that. So use your koshi, use your, you know, I suppose that like the main part of your back maybe to kind of pull the block around. Use your koshi, put your back into it. Whoops. He's got a fairy, hasn't he? How was that so powerful? Here we have gonin me, just meaning obviously the fifth person. Oh yeah, of course, I want to get the compass, even though I don't really need it. But I suppose I need to go over the text. Whoops. Just this once, and then I won't have to do the text boxes for any compasses afterwards. Power hit! I'm using my sticks, guys. Come here. Swing and stick move! Oh, I missed. Damn it. Damn it. Bollocks. Oh. It's causing me real trouble. Did he drop any hearts? No. Keep an eye on the time. It should be alright to get back to save the bomb, Grandma. Okay, kompasu wo mitsuketa. So that's obviously just compass. You know, found the compass. Dungeon nai ni kakusareta ironna mono no basho ga wakatta. So this kanji here means like just within or inside. So inside the dungeon, hidden. That's obviously the kind of passive form of kakusu. Where should I start with this, actually? I suppose you could start at the end again. You or it, the locations or the places. Yeah, the location or the places of various items hidden within the dungeon became clear, or you understood, or you found out, or whatever. Yeah, you understood the location of various things hidden within the dungeon. Well, I suppose became clear might be a good translation for that. Because we don't necessarily, we don't necessarily know where they are, but we can find them very easily now. Using the map and stuff. Oh, still going. Oh, got these moths after me. I think I'll leave. Right, boys. I think I'll leave those fairies until we get the bow, because I have to shoot one underwater anyway, don't I? Kiyotsuke, obviously just take care, focus, you know, don't let your guard down. Ja'aku na ki wo takusan kanjiru. So this just means evil. Ja'aku means evil. They both mean evil. So we've got another kind of doubling up of the same meaning but different characters here. Ja'aku na ki. So evil, yeah, energy or evil vibe. Takusan kanjiru. A lot feel, or I feel a lot of evil energy. Just a lot of these little black ball things. What are they called? Kurobo. Kurobo. Huh? Kurobo janai? Is that a question? Use the right punctuation. Kurobo janai? Or kurobo janai? I don't know what. It must be a question, but it's annoying that it doesn't just use a question mark. I'm not going to read that. Sorry, everybody. But I want to cut down on the amount of text I'm going to read. Wait, isn't a kuribo... What is a kuribo? Isn't that the name of Goomba in Super Mario? Kuribo. I think it is. I don't know. So this should be a fairy here. Lokuninme is the reading of that one. Lokuninme. Okay. What is going on? How far are you going to go? Ooh! Bloody hell. I should probably just kill these things. Get wrecked. Okay, fine. I'm just going to save state it. Because because actually I might try and just fly to it from here. See if you can. Totally can. So just by... Oh no, it's not just by pressing that switch, is it? thought pressing that switch fixed the swamp. But obviously it doesn't. Should I use sticks on him? He's pretty dodgy, isn't he? Sometimes he's pretty good at dodging. Oh. Well, he's dead. Just did him. Just did him in. Got this music and everything. Okay, Yusha no Yumi wo mitsuketa. So, Yusha. So this is like bravery and person. And in that sense it means hero. Yusha. No Yumi obviously is bow. Mitsuketa. So you found the hero's bow. Shi ni setto shite tsukao. Set it to sea and use it, basically. Shi wo osu to mochi kaemasu. Mochi kaeru? Mochi kaeru? Does that mean to change to? To pass something from one hand to the other is one option. Or to change the way one holds something. It must be that one. Especially transferring it from one hand to the other. Excellent. Although there's also this other one that says to carry back or home. Or to take out. E.g. food. So I guess it's that one, to take out. Don't know why they've given an example of food. But yeah. So yeah. Press C and you'll take it out. Mo ichido shi wo osu to kamaete. Like one more time, I suppose. One more occurrence. Press C and... like you will kind of hold for use, prepare for use. Did they say that to us about the ocarina? Yeah, it just kind of means to, you know, to prepare to use is the definition I'm getting here. Hanasu to ya wo hasha. Hanasu is to release, so release, and ya meaning just arrow. Hasha. There's kind of not a verb, really. This is like the noun form. But I guess it seems you don't need to say suru at the end. Ya wo hasha. And that just means like to emit or to discharge. Or to depart, or, you know, all these things. And then this means to shoot, basically. So it just means firing. Ya wo hasha. Suru. Could probably add on to the end, yeah. Nice. It's a pretty incredible item to get, actually, isn't it, the bow? Very useful. Very useful indeed. Oh. Come on now. Nana Ninme? I think it's Shichi, actually. I think it might be Shichi Ninme. Not entirely sure. Shichi Ninme? Don't know. But I think Nana Ninme is also acceptable. Nana Nin. Shichi Nin. Don't know. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna waste sticks on it. It's not worth it. Oh dear. Whee. Oh, wrong one. You lose. Okay, so Bossu heya no kagi wo te ni ireta. Boss, it's just boss. Heya is a room. Have we gone over this yet? I think like bu here is usually read as bu. It means like a part, a sub part of something, usually. And this means like, you know, a roof or a building. So in that sense, it's kind of like a sub part of a building, I guess. But yeah, together it just means room, and it's pronounced heya, heya. Bossu heya, although in this case it might be bossu beya. You could probably say either and be fine. Bossu beya no kagi wo te ni ireta. So simply you got the key of the boss room. Dungeon ni hisomu bossu no heya e haireru you ni natta. So you became so, or you became so that you can enter into the room of the boss who lurks, or kind of nests, I suppose, lurks in the dungeon. So quite a nice sentence to just go backwards through, basically, yeah. There you go. So there were a couple of fairies in that block room that I need to get. I don't know why I read this. I saw it, I'll read it. Mite, so just like look. Koko kara nara, if from here. Choudo shita ni atta mono ga yoku mieru wa. Like you can well see, you can effectively see the things. Atta. I don't know why it's past tense. I don't think that really matters. It should be aru probably, or atta apparently. Doesn't matter, I don't think. Atta shita ni atta. So the things that exist down below. And then choudo means like perfectly or just right. So it's kind of like the just the perfect place to for those things to be seen well below us. So it's just the right place to see the things below us if we stand in this spot. There you go then. I have healed the world. Hachi nin me, I believe, is the reading for that. Hachi nin me. You have to press this for another fairy. Eesh. What is that? Q? Q-nin me? Q-nin me? It might be. Is it? No, it's the first one, isn't it? I mean, the first one from coming from the other way, I think. Shit. No, it isn't. Get out of it! Ju nin me? I assume? Ju nin me? Could probably just swim and get it now, but I don't want to. Ju ichi nin me. I assume Ju ichi nin me. Oh. Just shoot that thing, don't I? It is done. So obviously we're going to have Ju ni nin me. Ju san nin me. Where am I trying to go here? Nice. Ju yonin me, I believe. The alteration to yon still applies, I think. Ju yonin me. Ju yonin me. And whoa! Ju gonin me. So here we have Hagure yosei wo subete tsukamaeta. So obviously you captured all of the stray fairies. Onaji iro no nakama no tokoro ni hayaku tsuretette yarou. So it's sort of saying, you know, quickly lead them, and then this is omitting the ite from the te form of iku. So it should be like tsurete ite yarou, meaning to, like, you know, take them, lead them. Yeah, lead them somewhere. Lead them to the place, tokoro, to the place where their sort of fellow fairies, nakama, their fellow fairies of the same colour are. Onaji iro no nakama no tokoro ni. Yeah, so to the place where the same coloured companions, to the place of the same coloured companions is probably grammatically more closer to what's going on. Hayaku tsuretette yarou. Okay. Yeah, cool, that'll do. That'll do. Although I don't know, have we seen nakama in this game? What am I doing now? I could land on that probably. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I'm not sure if we've seen nakama, but it kind of means companion, fellow. Fellow is probably the best translation for nakama. They're fellow fairies. I think you might not even necessarily be friends, but you can still be nakama. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh! Okay. Oh, excuse me. Hello, mate. Oh. Yeah, I think we have Mitsurin Kamen Senshi. Mitsurin. Well, this one basically means like a wood. It's not quite as dense, I suppose, as a forest, or perhaps not as large as a forest. But it's, I think it's often used to mean like a clearing in a wood. But then mitsu, this is quite funny, this kanji, because it means it can be part of the word for secret, like himitsu. But it also means like overgrown or thickly grown. So it's a kind of a wood that is very thickly grown. And then kamen just meaning mask. And then senshi meaning literally like a battle warrior, I suppose, or together, I guess they mean warrior. So yeah. Yeah. Is there a good English word for mitsurin? I'm gonna have a look. Mitsurin. Close thicket, dense forest, jungle. Probably jungle, right? Is he from the jungle? He looks like he might be from the jungle. Don't know. Anyway, odoru wa. Just obviously his name, odol wa. Bring it on. You're weak. You're so weak. Come on, dude. Oh. Really proved myself. Oh. Should have had a better sword. It's done. Die, dude. Damn it. Done him again. Basic boss. All right. Do I have the time to go over the Giant's text? Hato no utsuwa wo te ni ireta. Obviously, you got a heart vessel, I suppose, or heart container. Life no genkai 1-up. Life, like limit 1-up. Omake ni tairyoku zen kaifuku. Omake ni, like in addition as a bonus, is basically what that means. Tairyoku, health, obviously, or body power. Zen, meaning just all. And then kaifuku is recover, so all recovered. Full recovery. Max recovering. Looks like I am going to go for it. Odoru wa no bogai o hagitotta. Bogai. I just want to check that. Bogai. Doesn't seem like I'm correct, actually. You've got naku. The first kanji can be read as naku. But I can't find it. Where's it gone, man? What is this? Predictive. What's it gone? Alright, forget it. I'll put bowl. Maybe it'll come up. There it is, right. Is that not Guy? I thought that was Guy. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to do complicated things now. Kanji by radicals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That has 10 strokes. 10 strokes. Okay, copy kanji. Bowl. I just used it, guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Nakigara. I was completely wrong. Nakigara. Because this is like this means to die or to pass on or whatever, to leave the world, I guess. And it's like pronounced a naku when it's like a verb on its own, naku. People often say naku natta, like became gone or whatever. So it becomes naki to make it into a, I guess, just a form that can continue into the next character. Naki gara. And the character, second character, just means body, bone, corpse. So nakigara. Odol was nakigara wo hagitotta. And that just means Odol was remains, obviously, as it is in English. And hagitoru means to tear off, to strip, or to rob. I guess we're using that verb because it's a mask. So you kind of, you stripped off or removed the mask. Although it is saying that the object applies to this. Yeah, maybe we did though. Maybe we tore the remains off of the whatever was possessing it. Maybe. 邪悪な仮面に封じ込められた魂が今、解放される。So tamashi, so the soul, basically, or the spirit. The spirit that was sealed, I suppose, that was sealed in the evil mask, now kaiho sareru is like, I think, be liberated, basically. Because we've got like the passive sareru at the end. Release, unleashing, liberation, emancipation. Yeah, so it's like it will be released or be liberated from the evil mask. Yeah, I'll do the giant's text. It might take a little while, actually. Might as well just get all of Woodfall done in one part. Makes sense, doesn't it? Nani are? So that's Tattle just saying, what? That thing over there, distant from both of us. Or that thing, what's that? It's a creepy looking giant boy. Was this all they do in the first one? Just sing the song. Ne chotto nanka itteru mitai yo. So she's going, hey, like just a second, or whatever, whatever you want to translate chotto as. Just a second, I guess. Nanka itteru mitai. Seems as though it is saying something, basically. Something saying, it seems. Seems it's saying something. もしかしてあの鳴き声何かの曲を伝えようとしてるんじゃないの? もしかして I think we've covered, kind of just means could it be, possibly, perchance. あの鳴き声. That naku here, it kind of means like the cry of like an animal. I'm just going to turn the game down a touch because he's blasting. Yeah, it's the cry of like animals. All animals naku. It doesn't necessarily mean cry. But yeah, it's the sounds that like creatures make, I suppose. Like all Pokemon, for example, they have like naki goe. They all make a sound like when you select them or look at their summary or whatever in the Game Boy games, don't they? And naki goe, so that crying voice. This just means voice. Or it's voice, less literally, just, that voice. Nanika no kyoku, some kind of song. Tsudaeyo to shiteru. If you use like the volitional verb and then say to suru, it can mean to try to do something. I suppose it means to like endeavour and in that sense try to do something. So it's trying to convey some kind of song to us. Isn't it? Janai no? Don't you think so? Isn't it? Yeah. Bosato shite nai de. So again, she's sort of saying, you know, don't just stand there. Don't daydream. Hayaku gakki dashite gakki. All right, I've read that wrong. Hayaku gakki dashite gakki. So quickly, instrument, like, you know, get out instrument. Or, you know, your instrument. Get your instrument out, your instrument. Whatever. And then we have konna melody kashira. I wonder, is it this sort of melody? This kind of melody, I wonder. Now we've just got to play it. Oh! Well, I missed that. Maybe I'll have to look on the quest subscreen afterwards. Whew. Oh, there we go, good. Chikai. Not, is this gourmet? This might be gourmet. It is not. Well, I've got the first one. Isn't that May? Or is it... Oh, Golay. Is it Golay? Might be Golay. Yeah, it's totally Golay. Although that looks crazy weird to what's coming up in my dictionary. This one looks quite different. So the Golay is an order or a command. And Chikai, basically... Well, Chikau is to swear. It's to swear to do something. And so Chikai, I guess, is the swearing. It is the noun form of that. So it's sort of a promise, I suppose, a very strong version of a promise. I swear to do something. There's the noun form of that. Chikai no go rei. So the order of swearing, or the obligation, I suppose. The order of obligation. Oh, the oath, isn't it? It's oath in English, right? Oath. So yeah, to take an oath, chikai no gore. What oboeta? So you remembered the order of the oath or something like that. Is, you know, the oath to order, as it is in English. Turn the game back up before I forget. Yo de datte. So she's saying yo de, which means which is yobu, which means to call. It's quite annoying because the verb yobu conjugates to yonde, and the verb yomu, which means to read, also conjugates to yonde. But this is obviously yobu, meaning to summon or to call. So yonde datte. And this datte is tattle, just saying, that's the quote particle. And it's just together, it's just kind of saying that he said, that's what it said. That's what was said. Yonde, he said. And then we leave. It's always really bothered me that stepping stone at the bottom isn't properly centered. Oh, we've got this to do now, haven't we? Shut up, Tattle. Toreru no iteta 4人の人たちってもしかしたら So the 4 people that Tail was like, saying, or less literally talking about, are, or just kind of, again, functioning like wa here, I think. So just bringing up the topic of the 4 people that Tail was talking about. Moshikashitara, perhaps, possibly, could it be? Saki no kame no naka ni fuji komerarete ita mono no koto o yuu no kashira. I don't know why it's got you on the end, to be honest. But as we've said before, koto is kind of used when you're clarifying what someone means or the thing about which someone's talking or something. So that's what koto's kind of doing here. Without this, it just wouldn't really make sense. So the thing Tail was talking about was the event or the facts or the things of the guy or the people, the guy, the person, the people who were sort of sealed inside the masks, a little while ago. Saki meaning a little while ago, isn't it? Saki no kame no naka ni fuji komerarete ita mono no koto. I don't know what you's doing on the end, to be honest. Well, you no kashira. That no kashira is just wondering out loud. Saki no kame no naka ni fuji komerarete ita mono no koto. Or you no kashira. I don't know what that wo you's doing, but there you go. Sore yori anta kekko yaru wa ne. Nanka narete nai? Sore yori, so this kind of means like more importantly than that, rather than talking about what I've just said, or more pressing, more urgently. That's probably quite a good translation, because I've used this in the past in quite a like accidentally quite rude. So sore yori, I guess it means like more importantly, more urgently. Anta, just you, obviously. Kekko yaru wa ne. Like you considerably do it, or you considerably perform. Or rather, again, less literally, you are quite good, you're considerably good at this. You do well. And then nanka narete nai. Nareru is to like get used to doing something, basically. If you ever like go out and live out in Japan and stuff, you'll often get asked like Nihon nareta or nareteru, like have you gotten used to Japan, or the things that happen here. Nanka, I think, what's Nanka doing? Nanka narete nai. Nanka narete nai. I think it might mean a bit of an amount. It might imply an amount. Like, are you not somewhat used to doing this? Or have you done this before somewhere, sort of thing? Nanka. I think that's what it might mean. It might imply like a small amount. Like, aren't you at least a little bit used to doing this? Haven't you done this at least a little before? I think. And then その調子で残りの3人も頑張って助けてあげなさいよ。その調子, I think 調子 is like that method, in that way, that manner. So その調子で is like in that manner, in that way. 残りの3人も, that's just the inclusive particle, isn't it? So the remaining 3 also. Ganbatte means to like just try hard, do your best, doesn't it? Ganbatte. Tasukete age nasai. you know, just asking in kind of a weird way, demanding that we help the other three. Tasukete agenasai yo. 残りの3人も頑張って助けてあげなさいよ. Yeah, so help the other three, the remaining three in the same manner. Won't you? Sort of, kind of weirdly requesting in that kind of motherly tone again. And then ne, like hey, by the way, kind of thing. Listen to me for a second, sort of vibe. Sono, that's just kind of like, people just kind of say sono when they. I think when they're kind of thinking, or it's a bit awkward, or they're a bit uneasy, or not sure how to say something. Or same with like, you might also hear people say like "sore wa" and just kind of stop. It's just when they sort of don't. Maybe they just feel a bit uneasy or unsure of how to say something. So that's all that's going on there, I think. あんたに今までしたことと馬のことは謝るわ。So the, you know, the things with the horse, or the things of the horse, or the things about the horse, and the things that like I did until now to you. 謝る means to apologize, basically. 謝るわ. I apologize. ごめん. Gomen. It's like, it's not as bad as sumanai. Sumanai would be really bad, but gomen is like pretty casual, like kind of, you know, like friends say gomen to each other. Ideally you'd say gomen nasai, but yeah, she's just going gomen, like, yes, sorry, like a short sorry kind of vibe. ちゃんと謝ったからね. Yeah, so like basically because I properly apologized. Ne ni motanai de yo. Ne? That means root, the first character of that second line. Ne ni motsu. Ne ni motsu means to hold a grudge. And so I wonder if it does that in the sense of to possess, you know, like I don't know, to hold on to a root, like a bad root of a relationship, maybe. It's like you always resort back to that initial root of the bad. I don't know, man. I'm guessing. I'm taking it very literally, but that could be what it means. But yeah, neni motsu just means to hold a grudge. So neni motanai de means, you know, don't hold a grudge, and then yo, just to sort of strengthen it up. Neni motanai de yo. じゃあ急いで猿の言ってた姫を助けて次は山に行くわよ. So now then, with that, having done that, hurry. Like I guess we helped the princess that the monkey was talking about. Tsugiwa just meaning next. Go to the mountain. Excuse me. But that's kind of funny because it's just iku, it's just dictionary form. So I wonder if it's just saying next we will go to the mountain. It's not telling us to go to the mountain. It's just saying we will go to the mountain next. 早くスタルキッドのやつをなんとかしなくっちゃ. So quickly, the Skull Kid dickhead. Something like to not do is unacceptable, or we must do something about that Skull Kid dickhead quickly. Sort of the idea. Oh my god. And obviously I'm going to leave the part there. We've just got to an hour ish. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope it's been worthwhile, and I'll see you next time.